Welcome. It's great to have you. A blessed day. We thank God for another day. I hope you're great though. We thank God for this day. Welcome. My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO, International Renaissance Center, an international best-selling author, a speaker, and a coach. Today I want to welcome you to today because I know you're going to learn some great lessons to add to what we've been doing so far. You've learned that you can have a dream. You can plant a dream. You can make sure that no one deters you from achieving your dream. In any case, if you're saying you have no dream, maybe pain has come to push you to the corner where you had to make a decision and a change that you never thought about. And that is also key, because when you are pushed to a place where you reach and tell yourself, no more, it has to change, I've had enough, then that time, it could be the time you are needed to think back, to come to the realization of your dream that you had abandoned. So today I want us to look at something interesting from the third former president of the US. We have some tips we can learn from him, at least 4, which could give us insights on how he was thinking and how we could apply to our lives if we are going to realize anything like that. So our session today will be looking at positive thinking and how we could borrow from what he thought and how he applied it in his life, to see if we can have that in our life and to see if that would help us to get ourselves out of that mindset that is telling us to stop. You can't stop. The push inside is real. You've got to make it happen. If you don't want to make it happen, you'll get yourself, or you will remain stuck. And I'm sure that is not the place you want to be. So the last 3 days we've looked at David Frost, we've looked at Steve Jobs, we've looked at Oprah. We've learned from these 3 people how to have passion, how to make sure that we are having faith, because when you have a dream and you have to see it through, you must be having some faith. You can't just move, because you will not have all the ideas or all the how you will achieve ready for you. You've got to have some faith. We learned that you have to take responsibility for your life. So today, how do we shift our minds to an extent that we are thinking positively, working positively to ensure we realize what we believe to be our destiny? We can't make that destiny a reality unless we believe it is. So what does the former president, Mr. Thomas Jefferson, think or say about positive thinking, which you should be having on a day to day? In fact, this is the time when most of us have lost hope. Most of us are unsure. Most of us are uncertain. And this time, we need a lot of faith. We need to have something like positive thinking. We need to ensure that we keep ourselves in the right mindset if we are to go through this challenging time in our history. Remember, during this time, you will or you are part of the history. And if you're part of the history, how do you remain positive so that you can get over this period? And I believe, because you have a destiny, that you will be able to share this history with your generation, because God has allowed it to occur in your life. So let's go through what we could learn and we could borrow and have in our lives. It is one of the challenging times we have in history. We are witnessing history right in front of us. And we know, unless we remain positive, we could be carried away or get stuck. So if you're stuck, you should start asking or wondering whether it's your mindset or what you need to do about that. So let's look at positive or thinking positively and positive mindset and how that can help you, especially during this time. So this is what former President Thomas Jefferson had to say. He says, "Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help a man with the wrong mental attitude." Let me repeat that again. He says, nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. So my question right there is, what is your mental attitude? We are living in challenging times. What's your mental attitude at this time? And maybe that has always been your mental attitude. I learned 2 days or 3 days ago that our comfort zone is like our home, where we always go and stay because that's what we are used to. Let me rephrase that. Our comfort zone is like our home. It is a place that we are very familiar, and that is why we are not ready to change. And this pandemic has brought us, or it's opened us to our comfort zone, a place we are very familiar. So if we love to complain or we love to see things as impossible, we are right in the center of our comfort zone. Nothing is possible, nothing can be done, and it has come to a complete end. That is your comfort zone. Read the second part or replay the second part of the quote. It says, nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. Well, not easy. Ask yourself, do you want to stay there because it's your comfort zone? Do you want to get out of that place because seriously you don't love it? Or are you going to make sure that you actually move out permanently from that comfort zone? And if you're going to move out permanently, there are things that you're going to do. That is why today's session is very important, because it will take you through a journey where you're going to ask yourself the questions you've been refusing to ask yourself. And if you've been refusing to ask yourselves, then you have no one to blame except yourself. Trust me, change begins with you. It can't change with any other person. You have to see yourself and see yourself, really, I'm stuck in this place, which I call home, which is my comfortable place, which means I don't want to change, and I'll see things from my comfortable zone, my home, where I love. Now, if you're on the other side, then the first part of the quote applies to you. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. You know very well, it is the most challenging time in the history of mankind, or in our history. If that is the case, if you have not been in the other challenging time, and you say to yourself, you know what, I will still go ahead and see my goal, my dream, and realize my destiny, then so pandemic or no pandemic, you're still moving. Doesn't matter how big, how small you're moving, you're still moving because you believe you have to realize that dream. So nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. And I guess that's you. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching this, because at this moment in the history of your time, you are saying to yourself that nothing is stopping me, nothing is going to stop me. I have to realize this, and my great-grandchildren must know that I, as the grandmom, I, as the grandfather, I was there. I didn't give up. So remember that when you're about to give up. So you will strive and you will achieve your goal. And the power of the mind, you are now aware that it comes from you, and use that. So let's look at the 4 things that you need to ensure that you have a positive mindset, and one that will help you achieve what you're looking to achieve in your lifetime. Number 1, use positive talk. And positive talk, I've talked a lot about being the manager of your garden. This one, that's your first garden that you need to guard against thoughts that you have. What's the conversation there? Because there's always conversation. It's the worst time in history. It's finished. So what conversation do you keep playing in your thoughts? Check on that and be sure that you are in charge of that conversation. Thoughts that you have, are they taking you towards your destination? Are they going to help you make you the person or reach the destination that you wish to arrive to? Are they helping you move forward? Are they helping you get stuck? The choice is yours, and the decision is also yours. It's nobody else's. You have to manage that. So make sure you are noticing the small accomplishments you're making, because remember, every change that you're making, small as it could be something that is moving you towards your goal, and you want to ensure that you're moving towards your goal and your dream. So watch your your talk. It should be positive. Number 2, repeat affirmations. And I'll tell you something about the affirmations. Every day we tell ourselves things. When we sleep, when we wake up, during the day, during challenging times like this time, we just say to ourselves things that will keep us and keep our energy at good levels, because then we want to be able to see ourselves through this time. One of my mentors says, more than just repeating those affirmations, and this is something that I was doing some years back when I was going through a challenging time and I didn't realize. He says you use incantations, which are a set of words that you repeat. You repeat them so strongly, like to your entire body. Your central nervous system knows that you mean and actually want to do that. And I used to do that, even though for me it was affirmation. So I would be jogging every evening, and in my jogging I would just say to myself, it shall come to pass, it shall come to pass. Little did I know that the entire body was getting acclimatized to those words, like telling myself, you're strong enough and this period will come to pass. I use that even now. When I'm facing a situation, I still use that. I didn't know that I was doing the right thing. I thought I was doing affirmations. My mentor says it's incantations, and it's very strong, because then it tells your body, your entire body, this has to happen. It has to happen. So what are the words you have for yourself, and especially during this time, and how will you use them so that your entire body believes in what you say? I've said before, the subconscious doesn't know this is right, this is negative, this is right, wrong, this is positive, negative, this is good, bad. It doesn't know. It is you. to program it, and you can program by the words you say. That's why it's important to listen to your conversation in the head. If it says you're not good enough, ask why. I know I'm good enough, I've done ABCD, and that's why celebrating yourself is always important. Every time you make a change, you make a decision to change, celebrate yourself. That is very, very important. So affirmations will help you adapt to new habits, new qualities. Of course, most people, they fear change because of what happens when they change. Because when you change, or let me put it this way, when you make a decision to change, because change occurs, or your aha moment occurs when you say, enough. I have to become the person I've always wanted to become. I've had enough of these things, I have to change. When you make that decision, change begins there. And what happens when you make that decision and when change begins to occur? It means there are habits that you had before that have got to change. There are habits you've had before that you must change for you to get to that level. You see, when you see yourself, imagine you're just a normal employee in the company. You're aspiring to be the manager in that organization, in your department, for example. There's no way you're going to continue behaving like everybody else if you want to be in charge. You're going to change your habits, and that could be a bit tricky, challenging for you if you're used to the home of comfort. And you can easily slide back to that place if you're not consciously and not using your mind to remember that I've changed to where I was. My home is different. I'm in charge. Number 3, practice meditation. Meditation is one thing that we all have to learn. It's that time when you just go and you stay focused, quiet, focused, and you listen to your breathing. You listen to your breathing. Pay attention to you. We don't love to have that time because you're always moving. We think movement is progress. Sometimes it's not progress. Listen. Pay attention. See the vehicle's moving. Notice your colleague. Number 4, seek the silver lining. In every situation, there is always a silver lining. This could be a historic moment that is very challenging, but what is the silver lining for your life? For my life? And that's the question you should be asking. It came, it is here with me now. Where can I see the silver lining? What is it? Am I present to notice it? Because sometimes you can miss that. And tell yourself, I can achieve whatever I set my mind to. So if you are sitting there and saying to yourself, you're sorry, and this is the end of it all, how will you be able to achieve anything? Because then, are you having a positive thinking, a positive mindset? Is your mental attitude right? Will it help you to progress? Because I believe if you want to progress, then you have to be very, very careful in terms of being aware and present. Because when you're present, you'll notice that, oh, my mind is wandering away. Oh, I am not really feeling, I don't have the energy, I don't have the affirmation, the incantations that I need to have to push me forward. I'm stuck at this point now. I need to do something different that's working. You will notice all that. Having said all that, I believe that you're ready to position yourself, your mental attitude, to the place where you want to be able to make a difference in your life and to make 2020 different. It's been challenging for you, for me. It's been challenging. Yes, we agree. What's the silver lining on this all? How did it make you move from your comfort zone? Your comfort zone was too comfortable for you to notice that you need to make a change? Or did it remind you that you've been always in the wrong place? You need to shift yourself from where you are right now to where you need to be, because your destiny is certainly very different. And if it is different, what are you going to do from today till the end of the year? It's only 1st July, and I believe you can make a big change to your life. You want to claim back your 2020. You want to be able to be sure to take responsibility, remember Oprah, for your life. Because I believe if you are going to leave a legacy, and if your great grandchildren will remember you, how do you want them to remember you? Because you took responsibility. So take responsibility. So with that said, I want to thank you, all of you, for joining me, for watching, for taking time to ask yourself the important question: do I have a positive mindset? Am I ready to realize my destiny? Am I ready to interrupt my belief system that I'm supposed to be comfortable, I'm supposed to just wish without action? There is nothing like that. You've got to take action, and I promise you, you will fail many times, but by failing, you will still learn a lot of things from failure. So I want to challenge you today to make sure that you have a positive mindset that will allow you to get to your destination. And if you're going to have a positive mindset, I would love you to start with even meditating. That will allow you to listen to yourself, to listen to your breathing, to pay attention to you, so that as you start to meditate and begin to see your life where it should be, you are ready. So with that, I believe that meditation is going to make a big difference in your life. And no, you don't have to do 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Pick one of those 4 that I've given you. That is, use positive talk. Number 2, repeat affirmations. Number 3, practice meditation. And seek the silver lining. So with that said, I want to thank you, and I want to ask you to leave your comments and feedback below. Until next time, have a positive mindset and know that you can make your life different, and you can make the rest of the year different by claiming on it. When you claim on it, you're going to take action. It's not something that you will claim by saying, 2020 I've taken over. What action are you taking right now to make sure that 2020 is different for you? It's upon you to make that difference. And until next time, it's a goodbye for now. I believe in you, and I know you're making a difference. See you then. Thank you.